Deuces Wild, motherfucker!
Oh, hey, you got the little double flippy or whatever, and I got the fuck off
That's
shirt.
so good.
So we're loving life, dude. This is so fucking cool. Unbelievable.
How we roll, Thrill. I mean, it is a pleasure to be back on here with you with the baseball playoffs firing. It is the National League Championship Series Game 2 going on right now in Milwaukee. That's Andy Pajes, who I don't know if he got hit by a pitch or whatever. We were doing the opening of the show, but he's jogging down to first base right now. He had a big RBI double in his last at bat. Yep, he did. Ouch! Right on the
Oh, take
fucking
that
hand.
with you. Itchy.
So
That's
that could
why you don't get your hands moving forward until you see where the ball is, so it doesn't hit you in the hands.
easier said than done, though, Thrill. I actually broke my fifth metacarpal on something that looked just like that. It was a check swing, Scott Feldman, two-seam fastball riding in, and it shattered that bone right there.
Yeah, and we got somebody up in the bullpen already from Milwaukee. They're wanting to keep this, in check. They got an off day tomorrow, and so they're not afraid to use the bullpen today.
Well, here's Otani, runner at first base now, and Pajes. It looks like there's no outs. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Otani still has not really been himself. Now, look at the guard that he has on his bottom hand. It's actually the one guard, if you ask me, is relevant. It's something that could work because just in case you get hit in that hand, that's something right there. So, Thrill, Otani hasn't been great in this postseason. Are you looking? Am I looking too far into that, or
Yeah, no,
it's just a
don't
matter of
don't look
time?
don't look too far into it. I mean, he's just a freaking presence, and you know, guys are going to pitch him tough no matter what. And there's a perfect example right there. You know,
Well, Thrill, it doesn't matter how good of a hitter you are. If you don't get a good pitch to hit, you're not going to fucking hit.
that's
Best
right.
hitter in the
And guess
world,
what?
right?
I mean, look at this right here. This is just high gas, and he's down in the count. He's protecting, and he just missed it. He didn't get a chance to follow it off. So one of those things. But I mean, he's not facing a chump either. He's facing Freddie Peralta, who was 17-6 with a 2.7 this year. So I mean, he's got his work cut out for him against this dude right here.
Here's Mookie Betts, a strike on the outside corner of the plate that is actually called a ball. So last night it was Doug Eddings behind the plate, Thrill. He missed 24 fucking calls. 24. The average on the year for an MLB umpire was 11. So it was more than double what the average was.
Well, Doug, you need to bear down a little bit there, Jack. Oh,
Yeah,
and
that
by the way, while I'm thinking about this, um, I just got through having dinner with Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker was in town. He was in Baton Rouge. He and his son Darren came in. They were messing with Marucci and the Bat Sciences Lab and all that. And I wanted to congratulate. All right, let me get it. Congratulate Dusty because he got inducted into the Negro Hall of Fame. So, to one of my best friends in the game, freaking great job, Dusty Baker. You're the fucking bomb, dude.
that's awesome, dude. Yeah, so Dusty getting recognized by the Negro League Hall of Fame. That's really cool, man. When he came up, actually, I heard some stories about it, right? He's coming up through the minor leagues and in the South and played for Atlanta.
Yeah,
And
played for Atlanta.
it was very racially segregated still as he was going through it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
faced a ton of discrimination. So for him to persevere through all of that to become not only the player that he was, but the manager in the game of baseball, one of the better managers to ever manage. And Thrill, I know he was one of your favorite coaches ever. Your hitting coach when you were in San Francisco?
By far, by far. I mean, you hit the nail on the head with everything you just said right there. He was my hitting instructor for 5 years before he became a manager, and just a fucking awesome dude. One of the guys. I mean, he was, even though he was a coach, he was one of the guys. And, we even talked about it, believe it or not, at dinner tonight. He was talking about how he was coming through the South, and there was a state trooper pulled him over in Jackson, Mississippi back in the day, and said, he walked up to him and said, "Hey, boy, why are you going so fast?" And he was like all bowed up, and he was going to say, "Boy," that kind of thing. And he was with a teammate. The teammate's name was Ralph Garr. And Ralph freaking hit him in the ribs and said one of those numbers, like, "Calm down, dude." And he says, "Yes, sir," that kind of stuff. So, hey, look, we know what it was like back in the day. It wasn't right, but it was what it was. Dusty Baker is not only one of my best friends, in baseball, but he's one of my mentors. He is a guy that, I've told you the story before. He is instrumental in changing my swing around and making me the freaking hitter I was, is because of Dusty Baker. I owe him my career. I love him. I love his wife, Melissa, his son, Darren. He's fucking awesome. I'll do anything for him.
So, Thrill, what he did was got you to do your infamous rock back.
Yeah.
Explain that to the audience here on No Filter Network.
All right. So we've talked about this before, and this is for everybody that's new in the audience. All right. So I was kind of straight up and down, and then I'd rock back, and then I'd go, right? And in the middle of that rocking back, sometimes I'd get caught in between on fastballs. And so my fastball timing wasn't that great. And so 1988, I led the National League in RBIs. I had 116. I had 29 homers, hit 287. And the day after the season's over, I get a meet and greet with our general manager. His name is Al Rosen. And I'm expecting a little, pat on the back. Hey, you led the National League in RBIs. Nice job. One of those numbers. And I get called in the office, and Al said, first thing out of his mouth, he goes, "You're going to switch your swing around." I go, "What?" And I go, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "Well, yeah." And he made up some fucking number. He said, "You hit into 17 double play ground balls. And you took us out of all kinds of big innings. And if you're going to be my number 3 hitter, you can't do that bullshit." And I was like, "Yes, sir." Because I got it. All right. Look, yeah, I'm in the middle of the lineup. I'm hitting a lot of double play balls, and I'm taking this out of big innings. And so anyway, that off season, I worked with Dusty. And so Dusty said, "All right, look, you're making this big move back." He said, "Why don't we just go ahead and start back, and we'll cut that out?" So I'm like, "All right, cool." So now we just start back a little bit. All right. So he goes, "And now you got to go forward and launch." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm good on that. How do I not go too far forward?" He goes, "Hit against your front leg. So when your front leg lands and it's stiff, you hit against it." I'm like, that made all the sense in the world. All right, cool. I'm on top of this. All right, let's go. What gives me some rhythm on the pitcher? Because before, it used to be that big rock back, even though it was screwed up. He goes, "Look," he says, "you're already back." He said, "Just rock." He said, "Just rock back and forth on your front foot." And you and I have done this before. And I was like, God damn, this shit works. And it was like freaking boom. I mean, boom, overnight. It was like whack, whack, whack. I mean, my freaking timing was perfect, right? So I get into spring training, and I'm freaking raking, dude. I am raking in spring training. Well, then Kevin Mitchell goes up to Dusty and goes, "Dude, I want to rock like Will. I want to rock like Will. Dude, that's the shit." So then Boogie Bear is doing it from the right side, and he's rocking, And he goes out there and becomes the MVP. I'm like, fucking A, that's what I'm talking about right there.
So, hitters today, if you've learned anything from this right here, put a little rhythm, a little timing, and a little simplification to your swing because basically that's what you guys did.
So I had a kid from college send me a video yesterday, and he was like this. Look, Burnsy, he went here and he went boom, and that's all he did. I mean, he didn't move, he didn't do nothing, and he's like, Mr. Clark, I'm miss hitting some balls, and I go, dude, you got to have some sort of movement in here, in your hands, and you got to have a load or whatever. I sent you a video a few days ago of Tony Gwynn hitting off of a tee.
So
All right,
good.
this is for everybody.
I immediately sent it to my kid. I sent
Cool.
the biscuit
and
right
then,
away.
And then this is for everybody in the audience. First freaking thing Tony Gwynn said was, when I load, that's where I go from there. So the first thing Tony Gwynn's talking about, he's not talking about the ball. He's not talking about where the ball is or nothing like that. He's talking about his load to get in position to freaking launch. So there you go. That's the best that's in the game that did it. And matter of fact, while we're talking about Mr. Gwynn, let me break out some stats on him. All right? Tony Gwynn had more 4-hit games, 45 by the way, than he had 2 strikeout games, which was only 34. He had more 4-hit games than 2 strikeout games. How about that for a fucking career?
That's crazy.
Is that unbelievable?
Yeah, it's just. But they don't make them like Tony Gwynn anymore.
No,
they just
no,
Luis
no. But
Ariz
here's a guy.
is the closest thing to him.
Here's a guy that fucking worked at his goddamn craft, and he knew how to put the goddamn ball in play, and he made an adjustment to put the ball in play instead of swinging and missing and all that sort of shit. In 1997, all right, 1997, he only swung and missed at 27 balls the whole fucking season. 27. The whole season. That means if he didn't put the ball in play, he fouled it off.
But as you know, Thrill, hitting is taught differently these days. It's also one of those things where you have to look at the pitchers and what they're doing and what they're trying to do. So the other day, I got a text message from Nick Punto, a longtime big leaguer, utility guy. And he said, Josh Donaldson wants your number. Can I give it to him? I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, it's yes. Like, I appreciate you reaching out, but that's an AL MVP. That's a former Oakland A's brethren. Yeah. Like, yeah, give Donaldson my number. Have him hit me up. So the next day I got a call from Donaldson. And he goes, Burnsy, so I watch all this shit that you and Will do. He goes, I want to come on the show. And I go,
you can bring his ass on.
That's what I said. I go, awesome. I go, what do you like? You know, what are your thoughts? Because I know he's a very meticulous thinker about hitting and everything else. He goes, look, I agree with a lot of what you guys talk about. He goes, but there are some things that you have to understand about the modern game and the way certain things have changed because I was with you. This is how I was taught. Swing down to the ball. Yeah, backspin, all this stuff. Keep the front elbow down. And he goes, then it got to a point where these teams specifically, and I posted this clip on Instagram today, the Yankees and the Rays started to use the upper half of the zone. And he said that was a weakness for him. And he said, so when they started doing that, he made the adjustment to figure out how to get on top of that bitch. And that was what changed his career because he was getting on top before everybody else was. And went on to win the 2015 American League Most Valuable Player with the Blue Jays. But we had a really, really good conversation. So the other thing he talked about was he learned about the swing and getting on plane with the ball from a driving range thing when they were looking at all these numbers and metrics and this and that, how far you could hit a golf ball. And he was wondering to himself, how could I implement this into my baseball swing? And so he figured out, then he read Ted Williams' book, The Science of Hitting. And he said that's what taught him then to say, okay, well, I want to match the plane the pitch is coming in on. So if it's coming at this angle, I want to hit this angle. If it's breaking ball coming to here, I want to hit here. It was really fascinating. So that's it. I'm like, Josh, fuck it. Why don't you and I go on first and we'll bullshit and let's just get your philosophical shit out there and what you believe. And then after that, I'm going to get you on with Thrill. So next
Wait,
week
wait,
or
wait, wait, wait. So,
whenever you're
so
on next,
here's
I
here's
want to bring Josh on. Go ahead.
yeah. So here's the great part. All right, being a hitter. All right, you have to adjust. Boom. So now Donaldson's adjusting. All right. I want to hear because of all of the people that came down to first base and all the advice that I got, plus Dusty Baker, plus all the rest of the guys that gave me advice on hitting. I want to hear Donaldson's adjustment and I want to hear why. And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Bro, I just want to hear the discussions because it was funny. Runner goes right here. He's fucking out.
See ya. And then, by the way, Jackson Churio hit a fucking BB to left field that got caught. If he'd have got any air up under it, it'd have been a 2-run shot.
Yeah, Jackson Churio led off the game with a home run. Right now, the Brewers still trailing 2-1 at this point.
Yeah, end of 5. Hey, while we're talking about this, we got a minute because the game's not going on. One of the good dudes of the sport, passed away. Mike Greenwell, 12-year veteran of the Boston Red Sox. Called him Gator. He was a runner-up in the MVP race one year. Awesome dude, and passed away from a battle with thyroid cancer. So, Mike, love you, miss you, and one of the good dudes of the sport. You played in one of the freaking toughest towns ever, and you did it with class. So, freaking awesome job, man.
Raise one up
Here's
and
to
pour
you.
some
Here's
out.
raise a glass. Raise a glass to Mike.
So thrilled.
All right, so now we have got to get into this.
Let's do it.
The freaking double play from last night. All right. Let's rock and roll with this thing. All right. Because there's so many freaking moving parts. And this is what we talk about. You and I talk about is like when the fucking game's on the line, dude, you got to fucking narrow the focus. You got to calm yourself down. You got to know what's going on. All right. So I'll let you lead in, and then I'll go from there.
Okay, well, I'll set the stage. The bases were loaded. Max Muncy crushes a ball out to center field. Sal Frelick went after the ball. And my first thought was, oh, shit, he should have caught it right away. The ball then ricocheted off of the wall. I saw it right away in real time. At least that's what I thought I saw. And then Frelick catch the ball out of the air, turned, fired to the short. They fired home. Well, Teoscar Hernandez was on third base, and at first he's tagging up, and then he goes, and then somewhat, in my opinion, the right thing. He was, oh shit, I got to go back to make sure he actually catches it before I go. So he goes back, boom. When Frelick caught the second time, he had a shitty jump off third. They throw him out at home, which was a force play. Will Smith, then, who was on second base, I imagine, was halfway. So he's halfway. He then goes back to the bag and then didn't really know what to do because he wasn't sure if it was caught. So then at that point, Contreras, the catcher, runs the ball to third, steps on third base. He's out. Double play. Unfucking believable. And what if you're Max Muncy? You were this close to a grand slam, and
Ah!
instead you're going for an 0 for 1 right there. It's just bullshit. So it's
Ah!
a wild, wild one.
All
Your
right.
thoughts, Thrill?
All right. So, all right. You hit the nail on the head. All right. So, we talk about this, and we talk about this a lot. When you play baseball, you got to know the fucking rules, dude. You got to know the rules. All right. The rule is when you are a runner at third base, you're a runner at third base. As soon as the ball hits the glove, whether it's caught, whether it's not caught, you are eligible to tag and go home. Okay? Boom. So, Teoscar, whack. This ball hits, it hits the wall, and then it kicks back to him. Teoscar was actually tagging. He left and then goes, oh shit. He goes back to third and like retags. And by that time, the throw's coming in and the throw goes to home plate. Boom, force out because the ball's live. If he left from the get go, piece of cake, he's safe, no problems. All right.
Hold on
Number
a
two.
second. Wait. I need to stop you here because it's my understanding that you got to catch the fucking ball first.
No, as
So
soon
that's
as the
not
ball.
true?
No. The rule is as soon as the ball hits the fucking glove, you can go.
I was wondering
That's
why
where
outfielders
that's where the whole
don't
fuck
just
up.
don't
That's
just
where the
knock
whole
it up
fuck
in the
up.
air, then grab it, Savannah Banana
No,
style.
no. When the ball hits the glove, you're tagging up. You can go. As soon as the ball hits the
Oh
glove.
shit! I did not know. I
Yes.
was with Teoscar Hernandez. Fuck.
So now Teoscar jumps off and he goes, "Oh fuck!" And
Yeah.
he sees him now catch it. He goes back and retags and then goes, and by that time the relay comes in. Boom, he's out. All right, and you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Will Smith was halfway at shortstop. All right,
Correct. Yeah.
he goes back to second base, and if you watch the replay, he's telling the runner at first, go back, go back, go back. He thinks the fucking ball was caught too.
Yes.
So now he's in a fucking pickle, and he is freaking in a jam. That's where the double play comes into order. And if they'd have kept throwing the fucking ball around the horn, they'd have got 4 outs in the goddamn thing.
That was crazy, dude. I really
Unbelievable.
didn't.
And that
Thrill,
is
I really
because
didn't know that, man.
that's because
I thought you have to have possession of the ball before you could go. But it would
no.
make sense. A rule would make sense because as soon as it hits the glove, because it prevents outfielders from pulling some bullshit like that.
When it is a fly ball, all right? And this is why they put this rule into effect was cuz guys would like park underneath it and
Yeah.
they pop the ball up and then they catch it down here and they throw. And
Yeah.
they get a double play out of it, right?
Yeah.
So that rule came into effect because of that shit right there. So with a fly ball, runner tagging, as soon as that ball hits the glove, the runner is eligible to advance.
I love that. That is, I'm not embarrassed to say that I did not know that rule, but
Dude,
I
that's tough.
actually,
It's tough. It's tough. And on top of that, you and I both saw the same thing because we were looking, right? So you saw that he got the glove on it and it hit the wall.
yeah.
That's kind of where the confusion comes into play. Everybody's like, well, is that a dead ball? Is it, do you
No,
keep,
I mean
do you
once it
keep
hits a wall,
going?
I know it's a live ball. I saw the wall, but
Yeah.
come on, man. I'm sitting here watching my TV. I'm like, oh, mitt, wall, catch,
Right.
because otherwise it's not going mitt and then coming back,
Right,
right?
right.
If it,
But then, all right. So I explained this one today too. All right. So let's say Eric Byrnes comes in, right? He's fucking coming in and he dives in some sort of way or another. The ball pops up and it lands on a part of your body. All right. If you grab it, out.
yeah,
All right. But you're not hitting a part of your body. You're hitting an inanimate object. You're hitting the wall, so the ball's still in play.
yeah, yeah, that was crazy thrill. And then later. in the game. Hold on 1 second. 3-2 pitch to Max Muncy, driven deep to center field. Back she goes. Frelick up over his glove, and there it is. The
That was the
guy
one he
that
should have
got
hit
robbed last
yesterday.
night
That's
gets
the
his
one he should have hit
homer.
yesterday.
He gets it fucking tonight, Thrill. Good for him. That's the baseball gods paying their respects.
That's right. Getting even.
I
Hey, Max,
felt
you hit an 0
something
for
was
1 yesterday. You got a 1 for 1 today.
I felt something was going to happen there. Just because we were talking about Muncy, he's up in a 3-2 count. Terrific at bat. Talking about getting on playing with the baseball. That's all Donaldson and I talked about the other day. You see him get in that slot. The barrel comes right through. Gorgeous swing.
It's amazing. It's amazing that, kind of it was beautiful to see. First off, once again, no filter in the timing of our show. First off, very nicely done, Mr. Byrnes. But then second off, when you see the view from the side, you see how you talked about getting in the slot and he just stays on plane, and it is like hitting a golf ball. When you hit that plane like that, you get the freaking backspin. That's why that ball goes out the yard.
That's all the shit Donaldson was talking about, man. It really was. It's like just being able to create the lift, and he actually said to create lift without trying to create lift. That was
and by the way,
challenge.
Wes, 135 fucking proof. That's what it looks like. Fucking dark. Dark, dude.
How about these no filter mugs? How about the no filter gear everywhere? Go to nofilterspiritsale.com. Nofilterspiritsale.com to get your shit. And then if you're wondering how to be a parent or a coach, get the Let Them Play Parenting and Coaching Guide to Youth Sports. You get that at ericbyrnes.com. EricByrnes.com. Thank you, folks.
What a beautiful guy. What a beautiful guy. EricByrnes.com.
Thrill. So then the other big play that happened last night in the Brewers Dodgers game.
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
Bryce Terang up with the bases loaded, 2-2 count, and the ball comes in. It's a breaking ball.
It's a breaking ball, right? Breaking ball.
Dude, this thing was heading towards his back knee. And I was doing an impromptu No Filter Network broadcast on it. And I'm like, oh, breaking ball inside, good take. And immediately, Colton and Tara are in the background throwing a football to each other. And both of them go, wear it, dude. Why did you wear it? And I'm like, oh, shit. They're right. Why did you wear it?
You wear it, you get a freaking run, dude, and the shit just keeps going.
Tied up, yeah, would have kept going.
So I got that question again today. Matter of fact, Dusty and I talked about it at dinner tonight, and he goes, Thrill, what would you have done? I said, I wouldn't have fucking moved. And he goes, and you'd have took it, and you'd have been hit, got an RBI. And I go, yeah, and the game's fucking tied, and he goes, what do you think happened? I said, these guys now don't know about getting drilled. They don't know about getting hit. They try to get the fuck out the way. So he bails, and then, 2 pitches later, or next pitch, whatever the fuck it was, he swung a one over his head because he's all fucking befoogled, and it's like, dude, all you had to do is hold your ground. You get an RBI, you out of it.
Yeah, there's a play right there at first base. I mean, Andrew Vaughn really couldn't do anything. That went in between Teoscar Hernandez's legs. Okay, so this brings up a really good question. Back in the day, especially in college, I know the schools that did it. They would practice getting hit by the pitch.
By far. There were a lot of guys that did that shit. Look at a guy. Look at fucking Craig Biggio's numbers, and look at how many hit by pitches he has.
So, is this a lost art? Because kids just don't want to get hit by a pitch anymore?
Yeah. Yeah. They're afraid of the ball. They're afraid of the ball. They don't want to get hit. They're like, oh man, this guy's throwing 100. Hey, dude, most of the time when you get hit now, it is with a breaking ball that they lose grip on or something like that. If you get hit with 100, it's usually not dead center. It's like a glancing blow type shit, and it stings for a little bit. But a breaking ball is like wear it and go on down.
So last summer through, we were playing in the perfect game, national championship, and we got down to the final 6 teams. And I told the boys, hey, look, if we're going to win this thing, if we have any chance of winning this thing, we got to do all the little things and do them right. And we have to take advantage of every single situation. And one of those is getting hit with the fucking pitch. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take my pickleball paddle and my pickleballs, and I'm going to whack them at you, and you just, uh, uh, and you wear it. And we did it every single day when we were at the baseball tournament at PGI. And sure enough, I think that's actually what allowed us to get to the final 6 and end up there in the nation's biggest tournament.
Freaking awesome.
It's great. It was great. And then the kids, they buy in, and it becomes a test of manhood a little bit. It's like, boom. And then the Dougie gets all fired up after one of our guys gets hit, and they're like, we got ice. You know, it's just, I don't know. But it is also, to Bryce Terang's defense,
Yeah.
it is natural, especially at the feet, to you just jump out of the way. Because there were several times in the course of my career with 2 strikes, I get a ball in there, and I'm like, oh, fuck, man, I should have worn that. So
Yeah.
it's a
So,
lot easier said than done from where we are.
agreed. It's a lot easier said than done, but I was more closed stance and I was striding not towards the pitcher, but actually kind of in between the shortstop and second base. And so for me, striding like that, I'm closed already. All I did was just roll and just wear it. And it became kind of second nature. Now these guys they're more open and like you said, they jump out the way and shit like that. It was for my generation, it was more of a protective type of thing because we got pitched inside so much and we got thrown at. So, now it's like they catch them off guard, but whatever. Hey, let me ask you this: we watching the Dodgers and the Brewers, and then you got Seattle and Toronto going on. What did you think about the Phillies Dodgers series?
I mean, if you go back and you look at the numbers, the Phillies actually played better than the Dodgers. I saw something on Instagram today about it. It was crazy. Like some of the, I don't know, it's like they out homered them. They struck out fewer times. Like all this stuff, but ultimately it was the Dodgers. The way it ended was one of the most brutal things I've ever seen.
Oh, by
And
far, by far.
it made me sick to my stomach. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't wish that upon anybody. It's kind of
No,
like a missed field goal at the end of the game, or
no.
like a missed
Agreed.
extra point. Like it's just, when he got the ball, and I same thing. I'm sitting down the stairs and watching the TV. It's like, you got time, 1-1. Like immediately, like once he botched, I'm like, you got time, 1-1. I'm like, I'm probably doing what Real Muto was doing in the moment, like like first,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, yeah,
you saw the panic set in after the bobble,
yeah.
and it was just like, oh, when I saw the panic, I go, oh fuck,
And
what's
so,
what's gonna
so,
happen?
so you hit the freaking nail on the head right there. Okay, he bobbles it. All right, fine. We all make errors and all that sort of stuff. We learn from it, but we keep ourselves under control. And his big thing was As soon as he bobbled it, you just saw it. It was the oh fuck, one of those numbers, and all hell broke loose. It's like, dude, bend down, pick it up, take a fucking crow hop and throw it to first base like we've done 10,000 times in spring training. You got to force it first base. We're out the inning, you know? That's not the only play you got. Matter of fact, you got to play at every other base. Turn around, fucking look at every other fucking base. But the reason I brought it up, all right, I mean, the Phillies all year long had a great offense, and their offense kind of did not step up this series. They had bases loaded, nobody out on 2 occasions, and scored nada. All right. That is basically like, trying to swing the bat. It's like, dude, when you get that situation right there, you got to relax. The pressure's on the pitcher, and then, you know, he's a crazy man, all right. But I gotta quote him because he said it. And talking about the last play, Lenny Lenny Dykstra got quoted. He says, "I got freaking 8 words for that team." And the reporter goes, "What 8 words?" He goes, "You had 10 minutes to throw the fucking ball at first base." I stuck fucking in there, all right? It was 8 words, but anyway.
Man,
I gotta say it just because Lenny said it, But anyway, you gotta make light of the situation. Hopefully, this does not affect that young man moving forward. Hopefully, he can put it behind him and have a great major league career.
I think I got Lenny Dykstra's number. We should try to get him on here.
One of these days, let's do it, but not tonight. We don't need
I
it
mean,
tonight.
obviously not tonight.
No.
But here's Andrew Vaughn Thrill. This guy's a great story, a reclamation project here in Milwaukee as he rips one to third. Fuck, man. You need those balls to fall, man. You do.
See, and that's
There's
the
only
thing.
so many
That's the
barrels you
thing.
got.
That's like, since we've been watching the broadcast, that's like the third BB right at somebody,
It's so much of this shit is luck. A lot of it, though.
So Vonnie's a Cal dude.
Yeah, I did his games.
Okay.
I can't remember if he was. I think he was. He was with Darren Baker at Cal.
I think you're right. I think
I'm
you're
sure
right. Vonnie was
crossed
number
over.
one pick in the country. He was number one pick in the country. And he went to the
Yeah,
White Sox
I
and
think
had to endure that shit over there. And then winds up, look where he's at now.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure if he was one. He might have been one, or he might have been two.
Might have been two. All right, whatever.
I go back and look.
He was this way. He was either one or two, one or the other.
He was top of it. I said this the other day. Thrill. He was the best college hitter that I've seen since Mark Kotze.
Yeah.
He barreled the baseball every single time he came to the plate. From when I did his game as a freshman playing at UCLA, and then did his game again later that year, and then did his game sophomore year, junior year. He never fucking missed a barrel. So it was either walk or a barrel. I'm like, I haven't seen anything like this. Tate, when we played against him in Fullerton, and the time that I got to play against him, every single time he came up, it was either a walk or barrel, walk or barrel, walk or barrel, every single time. I'm like, that's kind of who it reminds me of. And their swings weren't the same or anything else, but that's how good this guy was. And he went to Chicago, got up to the big leagues in a hurry, rightfully so, and then just meh. It was meh, and the team was dog shit. And he ends up in Milwaukee. Pat Murphy puts his arm around him. He's like, "You're my dude. You're hitting in the middle of the lineup. Go out there, play a good first base for us, and be a fucking guy." And sure enough, had a fantastic season with Milwaukee and has now put himself back on the map.
That's right. And he is a guy now because somebody trusted him and put him in the spot where he needed to be and got a little protection around him. Somebody in front of him that's going to fucking get on for him. So there you go.
Yeah. Let's go to that Toronto series for a second because we haven't talked much about it. The Seattle Mariners, the 15 inning wild American
Wild.
League division series against AJH and the
Wild.
Detroit Tigers. Jorge
Wild.
Polanco, the game winning base hit, unbelievable. And then he backs it up in game one of the ALCS and then backs it up again in game two. This right now is the hottest, most clutch fucking hitter on the planet.
You can actually see it when he comes to the plate. I mean, there's just a freaking calm around him. And I'm like, oh, I like this freaking guy. I like this guy. This guy knows how to deal with the fucking bright lights and how to slow everything down and all that. And he's getting some freaking A game swings off on some tough pitches and doing some damage. And I mean, if you take Tarek Skubal deep twice in a game, you got your shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then to back it up with homers and like you said, the walk off and everything else. I mean, he's a big part of that offense. But then because he is a big part of the offense, the Dumper and J Rod have stepped up too. So there you go.
Well, it's made it easier on them basically because all the focus can be alleviated. And that's why Otani typically is able to have success, is because you got Betts and then Freeman. It's just they keep coming at you. Well, Polanco has been so unbelievable. Kike Hernandez right here drills the ball off the wall. Talk about a guy that loves the postseason. I think I mentioned this last week, but holy shit, man. Some dudes become completely different fucking players as
I'm
soon as
bunting
the
him
bright
over
lights
right
come
now.
on.
I'm bunting him over. Just letting you know I'm bunting him over.
Yep, they are.
All right. You got Otani and the big boys coming up behind you. This is Padges. This is his job. Get that bitch over to third base. We need this run.
He squares the Brewers not running any sort of wheel play or anything else like that. He drops it down. You got to get the guy out of one. Get one. Get one. Hey, great call, Thrill.
Hey, there you go. There you go. There's our walking through the game. We're in the seventh. All right. When you get in the seventh, every extra run becomes magnified, and so we need him at third base with the big bopper stepping to the dish right now. This
Hey,
is what the
back to
big boy is supposed to do. The big boy is supposed to come out here and hit a freaking a sack fly or a laser somewhere or something. So that's where we're at.
Polanco for a second. So, there's a 15 inning game, and he steps up at the 15th, and you see him take a stance, and it was just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I,
Yeah.
I, I, I immediately, I was right down the street at my boy Dewey's house, and I turned to Dewey, and I go, "This game's fucking over." He goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Dude, he's getting a knock. This game's over. Next pitch." It was done. Let's go play liar's dice.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. There's a calm. I just love how you said the same thing. You're like, dude, you
Yeah.
felt it. Like you see it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
No.
I like this.
No, that was a calm.
Yeah.
So hey, I wanted to bring this up last week in the show. I wasn't able to. We had a bunch of crap going on. But one of the teams that caught me completely off guard this year was the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
And
Had a good year.
to make the playoffs, even in a wild card and all that sort of stuff, that caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. And there was some stats that were thrown out by Trey Clark once again.
Thank you, Trey.
And yeah, I wanna run these by you. So the Cincinnati Reds had no qualifying hitter that hit above 270. All right. They had no batter with 25 homers. They had
Huh.
no pitcher with 15 wins, and they had no pitcher notch 200 strikeouts. So for them to make a playoff, granted they lost and all that sort of stuff. For all of those things to come together and them to make the playoffs, that is what, for me personally, I call a team.
Yeah.
That is, we're playing for one another. You're going to help him. He's going to help you. You know, you're the starting pitcher. Then we're going to bring in the bullpen and help you out and all that sort of stuff. And I think that part of baseball is kind of lost. And to see that kind of stats right there that I just read out to you, I think that's pretty awesome.
That's really cool. Credit to Terry Francona and what he's been able to do
Yep.
there in a
Yep.
short period of time. Here's Otani, runner at third base. They're going lefty on lefty. Here's
Yeah, let's
Ashby.
let's let's check this out. What was that pitch right there? Was it a slider?
It was just something down and away. 1 for
All
23
right, all right.
now in
You
the
looking
last
for
6
you're
games.
looking for something up. All right,
So now
down and away again. All right. I'm actually now it's 2-0. All right. I'm actually looking. Believe it or not, I'm looking slider right here, and I'm looking for like a cookie that I can just hit a sac fly to left field.
I love that. Something out over the plate that you could take the other way, stride towards the shortstop. Uh, Otani tries to pull off, and that's why he's 1 for 23 in his past 6 games.
What was that? Was that a slider?
I think so, yeah. It looks like it to me.
And so if you stay, we talk about it before. If you stay inside of a breaking ball and you hit it, ball goes in the air. And so that was like you said, the pull off type of shit.
That's a
Ooh,
fastball,
that was
98.
that was paint. That was
That was
paint.
good. That was a good pitch. Sometimes
Hey,
you do
so
this, right?
now you're like, ooh, what's he gonna throw here? He can throw anything he wants. All right.
Two,
Because he surprised him right there, he probably is gonna try that again.
he does 99 miles per hour, and it's fouled off by Otani. It looks like he strained something though.
You think he strained it or he hit him off himself?
I don't think he hit it off himself. It looks like he took a swing and it didn't feel right. They're obviously going to go back to the pin for bets because this is the ball game here. The pitch
And
to
here
Otani.
we go.
Oh, 90 was able to make contact with it, and that's
That
going to be out
you
of
see
play.
that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call an emergency hack. That's just a freaking something to get the bat on the ball, get it up in the stands, and give me another pitch. And so now he's thrown 3 straight fastballs. He don't think Otani can hit his heater.
Here we go. The 2-2 pitch. A 93-mile-per-hour cutter or something out over the plate, drilled to right field for a base hit. I don't know, man. Whatever that was, I just think it's a dog shit pitch. Like, what are we doing? It was
Put
like
it
a
this
slower
way.
fastball.
There you go. That's the slider. He didn't get.
It didn't slide though.
It didn't slide. That's what we call affectionately known as a cement mixer. So in other words, you just blow his doors off 3 times in a row with a fastball, and then you throw a ball into his bat speed.
So
It's
he
like
comes back with
he's
98.
not looking fastball on you. You've made him look stupid. Now you throw the ball that he's looking for, and he puts his A game swing on it. It's like, you dumbass.
There's a 91-mile-per-hour changeup. I mean, the problem with Ashby right here is that everything's just so fucking hard. You have like a 10-mile-per-hour difference, and
Yeah,
that's it.
there's nothing that's going to differentiate. So you can just gear up and go get him.
Gear up for something hard. That's it. 0-2. There's 98. Just punch the other way. Like you sit on the heater, and then you adjust to
But you see,
the
but you see what he's
cutter.
doing. You see what he's doing. He's like, all right, 98, wham! I'll just foul that one off. I'll wait till he makes a mistake with something else.
And that's exactly what I think any good hitter would do, right?
Yep, 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 yep.
All right, it's 4-1 Dodgers now in the top of the seventh inning. Ashby on the hill. You have Betts, who he's been swinging a decent bat. Certainly had a good second half of the season. There's 98 upstairs. He takes that. A lot of these guys wear these glasses. Oh, well, these Kike and what a piece.
I tell
97.
you what, that right there, he hit the crap out of that ball. That was a great swing.
Yeah, I totally agree, right?
That was a great swing right there. You were
Look
talking about
at it.
those
Look.
glasses. You were talking about those glasses, dudes. Most of those kind of things are prescription, but it's like, dude, do the prescriptions when you need sun and when you need clear. Come on, dude.
How's your eyesight these days, Thrill?
How's my eyesight?
Yeah, how's your eyesight?
I was 20/12 in both eyes when I played, and
Yeah.
I'm a lot less than that now. I need freaking readers and stuff for
I need so
stuff close to me
the
or when it's dark. But like anything at distance, dude, I can see a hair on a gnat's ass.
I'm with you. At distance, I'm great.
Yeah.
Anything up close just gets really super blurry, man. What
Yeah,
the
no,
fuck?
and then if you don't give me like light, if you give me like a kind of a dark restaurant, I'm like,
No
oh
chance.
fuck, oh we having problems here.
Well, here's Freddie Freeman 0-2. He's having some problems. But Freddie Freeman obviously has figured his way out of problems before. Hit that
Yeah,
huge home run last night. Just a consummate professional hitter. 1-2 throw. What are we expecting?
something in.
Okay. 99 away.
It was away.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way. I mean, this is the guy right here that when he goes to Los Angeles Dodgers go. If he's not in the lineup, if he doesn't go, they don't go.
Good job right there by Otani ripping second base. He goes on the breaking ball, goes first move. So that wasn't even going to be close at second base.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing that makes Otani so strong is, he's got the combo, the power and the RBIs and all that, but then he has the speed to set up, Mookie and Freddie and Teoscar and all the guys behind him.
Ashby gets Freeman right here. Okay, so this brings up something that I've been noticing as of late. This is wild, Thrill. Josh Naylor, 30 out of 32 stolen bases this year. He has
We
the
need to
second.
take it. We need to look at that. Because here he is. You got the big dumper, and then he gets traded over there, and you look at him and you go, that fat fucker ain't running, and phew, off he goes, and you're like, oh shit! But he's 30 out of 32. So what he's doing is people know he's running, but he's picking great spots. The other day, he was on second base and he ran first freaking pitch on second base because he goes, they're not going to pay attention to me. And they go freaking one look. He took off. He made it like it was a bat out of hell. I'm like, dude, I like that shit, Josh Naylor.
It's insane. The second slowest guy in Major League Baseball ripping bags left and right. And this is my point, Thrill. This is everything that I put in this book. Get a lead, get a jump, go. Because it's not about the speed. It's about the lead, it's about the jump. You have the lead and the jump. It's a math equation. You're going to fucking beat him there even if you are slow.
Agreed. And that goes back to the same shit that you and I talk about all the time, which is base running. I do not have to be the fastest guy in the world to go first or third. I got to know, if this guy can throw. I got to know if he can't throw while he's running to his left. Those kind of things. Josh Naylor and Eric Byrnes have figured out that if I get out there, I get my lead, he's not paying attention to me, I can get rhythm and I can get a step on him, I'm going to be safe. And Josh Naylor is safe.
So the reason why I stole at a very successful rate through the course of my major league career, there was a time I remember seeing a chart where minimum 100 stolen bases, highest success rate. I was like second in the history of Major League Baseball. Now, I don't know where that moved or where that didn't move or whatever else, but the reason why was because of my lead and was because of my jump. I was fast. Don't get me wrong. But I was faster at the 100, the 200, the 400. I was really fast at the longer distances. So to tell me that you're only going 90 feet, or in this case, say 80 feet, like that wasn't my forte. Once I got going, I was really fast. So my first to home time, I would have put that bitch up against anybody in the history of baseball, right? Like that's how much confidence I had once I got moving. But it was the short one. I'm like, I'm just starting to get warmed up by the time I got to second. So I made up for that by getting an extra half foot more than everybody else. And then I would dive back to the bag every single time, no matter what. And I was barely there. It was like boom, 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 boom. But I knew I was going to fucking do it. And I'd perfected my lead. And then I perfected my jump. I'd watch the front foot. As soon as I saw this come up, I was a little susceptible to the balk move guys who would lift up the heel and then come back because I was going off of that heel. And so every time that would happen, I'd obviously turn the umpire right away. It was a fucking balk move. But whether I was safe or I didn't get picked off that much, but every now and again, and even if
Yeah,
I
no, I
didn't,
get
I
it.
made
I
it
get it.
back on a
Yeah.
balk move, I would say something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, good for Naylor, though. Holy shit, man. It's a difference maker. And this goes to show you, all of you guys, I can't obsess about base running more. It's the inches, the fight for the inch, the winning the inch, and all of that is done on the bases. It's done in the field. It's done by positioning, being in the right position, uh, reading swings. Right? You got two
Without
strikes. This guy's
without
getting
a
fastballs
shadow of
going
a
by
doubt.
you.
And when you see Josh Naylor get on first base, the last thing you're thinking about is this Bassett's running.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing that he's thinking about. And then to do it at second base, right? All right, look. He picked a freaking great situation.
Yeah.
Tarek Skubal makes a fucking unbelievable pitch. He doinks one down the left field line. He gets on second base, and everybody's fucking going in saying, "Oh, you know what?" And he goes, "I'm gonna fucking steal third." And he goes, "Beep!" He steals third, and it gives his teammate an easy opportunity to get a fucking sac fly, run score. We're on top here. You know that right there is team baseball, and it happened a lot more than what is happening now. And when you see it, it's like guys like me and you, we go, oh shit, that's what I'm talking about. We need that guy on our team. That kind of stuff.
It just warms my
I'll
heart.
take. Hey, look, I don't give a fuck. He's a first baseman. All right, I don't give a fuck if he hits 20 homers. He does that kind of shit right there. He does the little things like steal bases and just does all the good teammate shit. I'll take that motherfucker any day of the week on my team.
100%, man. 100%. All right, Thrill. So Yamamoto's dealing 88 pitches, bottom seventh. Little rollover job to
Yeah,
first.
he's got some good shit going on. He's keeping his pitch count down. He's gonna go another inning easy.
Yeah, dude.
And then
Well, here's the deal. So they brought in Sasaki last night, right? And he got in a little bit of trouble, and then they went to Trinan, and
yeah,
Trinan ended up getting the last out. When you have starting pitchers like Blake Snell, like Yamamoto, cover the first 7, 8 innings, it gets really easy to manage the bullpen.
it gets really easy. If you're a manager and your starter goes 7 or 8, you're like, dude, I can match this shit up any day of the week. So
So think about that though, because we're in the day of age of like, oh, bullpenning is the way to go. Shut the fuck up. The
yeah,
way to go is to have your dominant ass starter go out there and throw 8 innings, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do in the ninth because you have
yeah.
everybody
Hey, I can
available,
tell you
ready to
one thing
go.
right now. You know, he was a giant, all right. But before he was a giant, you know, he was a Padre. Now he's a Dodger, so he's stayed a little bit in the West. But if there is a fucking poster child for how to finish off a season strong,
That's
it's
Snell.
Blake Snell.
Yep.
There. I mean, he's a poster child. He has his scuffles. Oh, okay, up until the All Star break, and from the All Star break on, dude, look at his track record. He is a fucking monster. He's a monster. Right
So,
now, I would hate to face Blake Snell.
so you talked about the demeanor of Polanco at the dish. That's the same thing I saw on Blake Snell's face last night as he dominated the Brewers start to
Yep,
finish.
yep, yep. It's like
Crazy.
it's like a man playing with boys. It's like, come on up, come on up. Let me school your ass. All right, next. Let me school your ass. All right, next.
He made it look easy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy. It's hard. Pitching in the big leagues is hard. These are big league hitters trained to do damage, getting paid millions of dollars to hit the ball out of the ballpark, to put the ball in play,
Put the
to
ball in
whatever,
play
to
off
get
of
on
you,
base.
and they can't even put the ball in play off of him.
10 strikeouts last night for Snell. Weak ass contact everywhere. There's been harder contact tonight against Yamamoto.
Yeah, by
But
far, by
that
far.
shit I watched last night with Snell was like, they don't have a chance.
Yep.
They didn't.
And then if it keeps going like it's going now, I mean, we're going to have an AL series and an NL series with 2-0 going back home.
Yeah.
Both series
Yeah.
going back home up 2-0. You don't think freaking Seattle's not going to be going crazy? You don't think LA's not going to be going crazy? Come on, man.
Yeah, I will say this though. The one thing, and we saw it with the Phillies, right? I think it was a relief for the Phillies to get the fuck out of Philadelphia. That's a tough city. As soon as they fell behind, the booze, it's like whatever. So they got out to LA. They're like, we got nothing to lose now. And they went and rolled in that game one. And you can make an argument they should have won that second game over there, which would have brought it back to Philly for the fifth game. But instead, obviously, the Dodgers prevailed on that air. Here's Muncy again. I think it'll be, I don't want to say it's going to be a relief for Toronto because I think Toronto could have fed off of their fans. Here's something really interesting and something to look out for tomorrow night through. Toronto has always represented really, really well in Seattle. So it's going to be interesting to see if you have the Canadians go south of the border and get behind the Blue Jays. Now, my other argument would be I don't know if Seattle fans are going to give those tickets up, right? Like season ticket holders, other Seattle fans that have those tickets, they're like, fuck you, man. I'm keeping it. So it's going to drive ticket prices way high. And there might
Yeah.
be some Toronto fans there but I don't think they'll take it over like they do normally during a regular season.
We'll see. We'll see.
We will see. All right, here's Monty 2-2. Breaking ball down and in. Coyotes
So
going
is this
apeshit.
3-2 right here?
3-2.
Is this 3-2 coming up?
It's 3-2 right now. I'm when I say Coyotes going
All
apeshit,
right, he's got to
outside
go.
my house.
He's got to go away.
He tried.
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking Coyotes, like there's got to be 10 of them. Like I feel like right outside. Hopefully dogs are all right. Anyway, onward, upward. We got a couple knockers here, Thrill. What do you think?
We got a couple of knockers. Knock away. Let's see who we got.
Oh, dude. We got a Wes. We got a Battleborn.
No, we don't need no Battleborn. Stick Wes in
We
there.
always need Battleborn.
I don't want to see no big hairy titties. Sorry.
Bring the titties out, you pussy.
Oh,
Come
God.
on, man.
Come on.
Where are the
There he
tits?
is.
Hey, fellas.
What up, hairy titty boy?
Sasquatch.
Yeah, there you go.
Sasquatch Santa. A couple things. Will, shooting out at Jared's ranch with you, looking through a fucking spotting scope while you're looking through a rifle scope, calling an impact at 2,000 yards before I do. Fuck you. You can see really good.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
But we can't read what's right in front of us on
That's
a text
right.
message.
We can't read the goddamn menu, but other than
menu.
that, we can see all kinds of shit.
You're damn right.
I'll tell you what, the small print has gotten very small for me. And the distance also, I used to be able to pick shit up. I'm old. It's not the same as it used to be. I lose sight of things.
What you got, big boy? Talk to me.
Well, this shirt here, in remembrance of Charlie Kirk Day. First time I've worn a T-shirt to work in I can't tell you how long, because they didn't offer a polo. But rest in peace, Charlie. Thank you for what you did.
100% double sky point. We'll raise one up. We'll pour some out for Charlie.
Right back at you. I'm raising what I have left. Charlie, love you. I hope your movement fucking smashes at it.
Hey, Battleborn, question for you. Who killed Charlie Kirk? Like, do you think it was that fucking kid? Or there's got to be more to it, dude.
Dude, I don't know, Eric. Honestly, I don't know. We get spoon-fed bullshit by the media all the time. I don't know. There could be something deeper to it, but I don't trust anything that the mainstream media tells me, just for reasons. I don't know, man. I don't know. But at the end of the day,
we don't need to get deep. So
no,
we're
we
good.
don't need to get deep. But
good.
Look, they tried to kill Trump 2-3 times already. You killed Charlie Kirk. There's a disturbing fucking trend here, man.
All I know is them bastards don't want the fucking rednecks to fucking mobilize.
No.
If you got guys like me, I'm gonna kill a lot of fucking guys. I'm sorry.
They do not want what they're pushing for. It's not going to be good for that side. That mindset. And I don't ever want to go there. I'm not that guy. But if I have to, yes, I fucking will.
Hey, you're being very political, but I practice a lot to kill what I shoot at. So there we go.
And you're pretty fucking good at it, turns out.
Thank you, Big Mike. Thank you.
Well, if a civil war breaks out, I'm making
if a
sure I
civil
get
war
behind
breaks
you
out,
two.
all of you fuckers come to Will Clark's house. I have enough ammo and guns to fend off a fucking small army.
I'll have Battleborn lead me there. Now that said, I don't know if you know this. Tara's a big gun person. So
Yes.
we have.
Yeah, I knew I liked her for a
Oh,
fucking
fuck yeah.
reason. God damn it!
Bro,
It wasn't because she married you. I knew I liked her
Yep.
for a reason.
Tara's a real
we have
one.
both,
It wasn't because
multiple,
she was in a fucking friar's costume too. There was something
mul-
else about her.
multiple, multiple firearms in this house. So whether you're a bear,
Yeah, but you don't fucking shoot the bear, you dumbass.
I no fuck no, I'm not shooting the bear. That's suicide, man. They'll come and get you out here.
Hey,
I'm not. The
whoa.
bears.
Hey,
If my life was on the line, trust me, I'd shoot the fucking bear.
hey,
I'd shoot
hey,
anything.
hey. All you gotta do is go to a construction site, them big roll-off boxes, chunk that bitch in there. Nobody fucking knows.
Bernsey,
I don't know, man.
Bernsey. Bear tags are over the counter in California, and I fucking know a guy that has hounds, and I know a guy that has suppressors. I can
Here we
come get your fucking bear
Here we
with
go.
nobody being the wiser.
You just
But
need to know
I'm not
me. I'm a
threatened by a
fucking
bear, dude.
criminal before I became a good dude.
I understand this. I'm not threatened by a bear. I could see a bear. I've seen a bear. Dude, I've seen a bear with my kid right out here, and I was yelling at Colton. I go, dude, look out, there's a fucking bear right there, man. And he goes, oh, cool. He goes, here, bear, bear, bear. They're very non-aggressive
Oh
towards humans here.
God.
It's just Alaska, Wyoming, Montana, different parts of the country. I get it, and I know they've had bear attacks. I don't know of a bear attack ever that's happened in Tahoe, and I'm sure there's probably been if you cornered them with their cubs or something. But
That
I haven't heard of it.
that's it.
So I'm not threatened by it.
That's it. Get between a mama bear and cubs and look the fuck out, because she
Oh
ain't
yeah,
playing.
of course. No, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, and black bears, you can scream and yell at them, and they don't want nothing to do with you. Typically, they're going to get the fuck out of Dodge.
They get out. That's what happened when I ran into the bear here. I've
Yeah,
ran into several bears, but the one that was actually in our house took off. Like, it gave me the look. I got the video of it, and just Tara came down, started screaming, making a bunch of noise, and
that
we shoot.
typically they'll leave on that. That's not. But here's another problem that is coming to your state or is in your state that you don't realize probably. Wolves.
Yeah,
Wolves don't fucking play.
I just fucking heard that. It might have been a pack of wolves for all I know.
For all
Seriously,
you
just
know,
right outside here.
it might have been because on Highway 70 between I don't know, fucking before Grey Eagle and the farmland. As of the beginning of summer, 26 calves were killed by wolves.
Yeah.
26. And
Are they sure it's just wolves or is it mountain lions? Because
100% sure,
they do
100% sure it's wolves.
well. They're doing everything to protect the mountain lions too,
Oh yeah, you
which is
guys,
scary because mountain lions they'll come after people. They'll come after little people especially. So
they will.
if you're like a 5 or 6 year old or a midget, look out,
No,
If
they're
you're a
creatures.
5 or 6-year-old or a midget, we're dropping fucking midgets on people now.
bro.
Hey,
Thrill.
bring back midget term. That's a good term. It's a
They
little
like the
people,
little people,
midgets.
man. Nothing
Oh
wrong with the
my
word midget. It's a
God.
midget
Where has
No,
term.
this show gone?
it's gone off the rails, Thrill.
All right, who else was supposed to be knocking in?
Oh fuck, Wes, man. Sorry, bro.
All right, bring
He was
Wes on.
there, then he
Fucking
wasn't
Wes hadn't been
there.
on the show.
Well, we're about to get him on though.
All right, bring him
Uh,
on. Come on, Wes. God damn it. Bring it on.
I got to tide out in about 4 minutes. I said 7:30. We'll go 7:35. Wes. Pajes is 1-for-1, a double, hit by pitch, a sack bunt. What a great line, right? 1-for-1. You got a double, you got a sack bunt, you got a hit by pitch. Let's call it team goddamn fucking player, man.
And that's why he's at the top of the lineup because he's rolling it over for the big boys coming up behind him.
Yeah, no. He's at the bottom of the lineup. So this is a great thing about it. And understand this for the let them play kids. The kid that hits last for us is not our worst hitter. He's the kid that I know is going to put together a hell of a fucking at bat and turn it over for the top.
He's a
So
setup guy.
he's a setup guy. Luke Caracas, who hit, I think, 11th for us last weekend. I got you, bro. And great at bats all weekend. Set the table for the top.
Yep, setup guy. You love the setup guys.
It looks like now the Brewers are just fucked, man. I mean, this thing's over. Not only is this game over, I think this series. Wes, what's up, bro?
Son of a bitch! About damn time.
There he is.
I mean,
What
good
the?
looking guy.
Why did it
Salt.
take you so long, Burnsy?
Look at this, a little salt and
Dude.
pepper, a nice background going on. This is a great
Dude.
addition to the show.
You got to see my fucking Eric Byrnes throwing to Will Clark back here.
Come on.
I'm dead serious. Look at this shit.
Oh yeah.
EB throwing to Will.
So fucking good, dude.
That's what we talking about right there. Come on, EB.
I've been begging both of you son of a bitches to come on my podcast for like fucking 2 years now.
Where you do it?
Right here.
Seriously?
I'm in Middleton, Idaho. It's like you guys can just I got Ecamm. You can just log in and freaking do it. I would love to have either of you on here.
What do you do it on, like Riverside or one of these other platforms?
YouTube and Buzzsprouts and any freaking place you can watch podcast. I've done like 400 episodes. So
but when you create it, where are you creating the original content? Are you on Zoom?
Ecamm Live. It's like
Ecamm Live. That's the you want us to come on, you got to do it on No Filter, man.
Well, fucking let's get it done because I would love to be on your goddamn network.
Right, Thrill? If he does it on No Filter,
I'm here. I'm here.
We're here.
All right. I'm too stupid to figure out how to do it. But let's fucking figure it out.
It's really easy. And check this out, Wes. You know what we're gonna do for you? You do your show. We'll fucking upload that bitch to YouTube. We put it on Apple, Spotify, all of it. I'll get you with Leslie tomorrow, man.
Dude, let me show you this. Like this is my shit right here. Like
this is great. Yeah.
That is my fucking giant shit right there. And this whole thing, like I've been watching you guys for a while now, and I grew up watching Will play baseball, so it's just it is what it is. But I love listening to you guys. Eric, same thing. Like with you, it's like everything that you do is this. You're motivating people to be better. That's all there is to it. That's what it's all about. Shaping success. My podcast is about helping other people be better. And I tried really hard to find something that was a little bit higher proof than what Will was drinking, but I couldn't find it. This was,
You couldn't find it. I'm sorry. Mine is a select barrel. Sorry.
Yeah, this is 130, so it's close.
Hey, look, that's good shit right there. Anytime you get the little what is it? The medallion around the bottle. It's like, oh, I got me a good one right there.
And it's funny because I've drank bourbon for a long ass time, but and Jack Daniel's is Tennessee whiskey, but it's still fucking it's amazing how you started talking about it, and it's one of those things where there are some really good bottles. The regular old number 7 works, when you need it, but they have some good shit. So.
Nah, there's so much stuff out there, and Mike knows because he comes to the ranch and we have freaking taste tests of freaking everything. So everybody's like, "Ooh, I like that."
To be a fucking fly on the wall on one of those deals.
So we have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, so Wes, I got a question for you, man. So you're a Giants fan. Is that your team?
It is 100%. Very first Giants game I went to was 25 years ago. I went with my wife, we've been married for 25 years. I'd never been to one. It was at Candlestick. The very next year they went to Pac Bell at the time.
So you were there in 99.
99.
Yep. Well, 99. Yes, exactly. Yep. I graduated in 99 from high school, and I went down there to go find some other chick and ended up finding my wife. So it was kind of cool.
Hey, that's awesome, man. See, these are the kind of beef stories I need to know. I need to know this shit.
Let me tell you something, Will. I want to tell you something. My son is out there screaming right now because my wife's a nurse and she's working right now. And me knocking, like I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but she's, he was asleep. So his name is Nolan William.
Nolan Williams.
Yeah.
Come on.
And
Oh my God.
it was named after my
I get it.
uncle,
I
whose name
get
is
it.
Nolan. But like, I'm like, fuck, my wife is like, I'm like, I can get Nolan William and name him that and get
I can stick that other fucking name in there too.
two of the best fucking world.
That's cool. That's cool as shit.
So are you going to teach your kid about the history of Nolan Ryan and William the Thrill fucking Clark?
No shit, man. No shit. Here's the funny thing. Here's the hard thing. Like I asked Will this question earlier, and like I know, like I'm just some dude, right? But I have a hard time with sports because I'm an older parent, right? Like I'm 43, and my son is 3 years old. So I'm sitting there thinking, when I was in high school, I played three sports. I was a teacher for a while, as a PE teacher, and then now I fucking sell window covering. So that's what I do for a living. But um, I played three sports in high school. Well, I played two. I played three like when I was a freshman. But
Gotcha.
you like Eric watching your kid, like, is that all he does is play baseball, or is it
No,
a
no.
is
No,
it does he play other sports?
Bro, he's a
Yeah.
ski racer.
He's a
It's like
fucking
Right,
savage ski racer.
crazy. He's better at ski racing than he is at baseball.
but he
Yeah,
loves baseball.
yeah,
He's,
but then you watch him walk around the house, and he's got like the volleyball that he's dribbling like a basketball, and he's like, I'm playing hoops in high school, Dad. Like
Yeah,
this and that, and I'm like, no, he loves sports, man. That's it.
that's it
Yeah,
though. Like that's what I love seeing is that like no matter what it is, I tried to get Hunter Pence on my podcast for a long time, and he just kind of I got to like his people kind of sort of, but not really got him on. But I just love the fucking all out hustle. No matter what, that's all there is to it. It's like it
Hunter's
doesn't
great.
matter what it is, but him, you, Eric, Will, it's like you guys fucking hustle no matter what. It doesn't matter what the fuck is going on. You don't see
You
that shit
don't
anymore.
need fucking Hunter Pence. You need the fucking Thrill and EB.
I need both of
absolutely.
you, motherfucker. I'm
That's
telling
it.
you what. That's where it
Fuck
all
Hunter.
started.
Hey, Hunter, I love you to death, but fuck you, you fucking politically correct bitch.
I'm telling. But you know how he
Don't
feels.
worry, I won't put that one on Instagram.
Oh,
man.
don't you put that one on there, because I'll be fucking getting some shit from the fucking Giants. Don't you put that on there.
You're good.
Man.
We love Hunter. We love Hunter. He's fucking around. All right,
Yeah,
go ahead,
but the
Wes.
thing is with him is you know damn well how he really thinks. You can't fucking be that and think that. That's all there is to it. That's all I can say.
It's just tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, I don't. Look,
So
I don't
here
give a
we
fuck
are.
about
All
everyone's
right,
political shit, but
so EB's the fucking best, right? He's the fucking best. And I go up to Hunter and I go, hey, dude, we need to work on hitting the shit the other way, because, this guy's going to be throwing you sliders and all that. And he goes, Thrill, he goes, I just hit fucking home run derby. And I go, what? He goes, I'm hitting everything up into the fucking Coke bottle up there in fucking Oracle. And I go, you're not working on hitting the ball the other way? Fuck no, I'm pulling everything. I'm like, never mind, I can't fucking talk to you, dude.
I'm honestly like disappointed.
So that's
in
who
this shit.
we're working with right there. That's who we work.
It's like Chipper Jones. Like I listened to Chipper Jones's book, and I'm just like, this motherfucker knew what it was all about. Hitting left, hitting
so
right,
good.
hitting wherever the fuck you could hit it. And
So
that's
good.
I don't know. You can't fucking from the bench. You cannot play. That's all there is to it. Like if you're
Put it
sitting in
this
the
way.
dugout,
Put it
you
this
can't
way.
be on the fucking.
EB knows. EB knows, and Big Mike knows because you came on a little bit later. But like a few years back, I mean, we were in the garage, and I'm moving the tee around, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit the ball that way, and I'm gonna hit the ball that way, and shit like that. And now you try to get a guy like to do that in like the batting cage, and whether it be the major leagues or the minor leagues, and they look at you like, are you fucking insane? I go, no, I can hit it over there like on fucking call, and I can hit it over there on call. And they're like, oh, no, I can only hit it over that way because that's what I'm trying to do.
That's that bullshit that Gabe Kapler brought. Like, let's see your pitch. Find your pitch. Don't fucking try to hit anything no matter what. Don't try to fucking get on base. That's I don't live by that.
Nah,
It's
that ain't
insane.
working. That ain't
Yeah.
working. It's not.
All I can tell you is I worked really hard on being able to hit it all over that fucking foul line to foul line because Tony Gwynn told me that's what I needed to do. And if he's the best that's ever fucking done that, then I'm going to try to fucking do it too. And
Yeah.
now when I show up and I try to tell somebody, hey, you need to hit the ball that way, and they go, I can't do it, I'm like, well, that's why you're a 220 hitter and I'm not. And that's why my number's retired and you can kiss my fucking ass.
I want to like at some point we need to have like a side conversation so we can find out who those people are because I have my thoughts about the Giants that are scared to do
Oh,
that
I'll
versus
fucking
what are.
call them out. Don't worry, I'll call them
Oh,
out.
I guarantee it. But like, you don't want to say it in front of everyone else because if you do, you might get in trouble, right?
I don't give a fuck.
I believe it.
Yeah, you can slap me on the wrist all you want. My fucking number's on the side of the fucking stadium. I know I could do it. They can't fucking do it. My number's up there.
I love it.
Thrill,
EB, I fucking love you, motherfucker.
So much truth.
EB, I fucking love you, bitch.
So good,
I have to say, like, I'm not like gonna try and stroke your guys' pony, but this is like one of the best things that I ever saw. A friend of mine started sending me clips of this shit, and then I was like, "Oh my god, you got to be kidding me! These two are fucking doing something," and it was one of the best things I ever saw.
It's two dudes that played the game the right way.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I was in the generation a little bit before him, but he's coming up and he's playing the game the same way I was taught to play the game. And so now he's following me up, right? Mm-hmm. And so then all of a sudden, now I get to be a special assistant with the Diamondbacks, and he's in his fucking heyday. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? I like that motherfucker right there. And we just got to be like fucking bros. And then if there was anybody that pushed for my jersey retirement more, is that motherfucker in the pink hat right there. And I fucking tip my cap to you, bitch, because you fucking did it. And you were on the field with me. It was a fucking awesome day. And this show has fucking taken off, dude. Yep.
I love it. And these cocksuckers don't know what they're doing because they don't got you in the Hall of Fame, Thrill. Because that's
I don't even give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck. I know you don't. I got the 4 guys on this fucking screen that fucking believe in me. I got the fucking 10 people that are in the fucking chat room that believe in me. I don't give a fuck about the rest of these fucking non-baseball related motherfuckers. Y'all can kiss my ass because my number's up there and yours ain't.
That's what I love about you, man, is you don't give a shit. That's all there is to it.
Bro, truth be spoken here every week on No Filter. All right, Wes, I got to get rolling. Any final words for the Deuces? I'll tell you this. Do me a favor. Email me. And this is for everyone else out there. You guys got anything? eb@nofilter.net. It's the only email I have now because my Yahoo has become so congested. I have 238,000 unread emails, and they no longer let me check my email at Yahoo. I'm all EB.
Why does that not surprise me?
That doesn't surprise me either.
Because I'm not wasting my time with bullshit. I don't fucking deal with the bullshit like
eb@nofilter.net.
eb@nofilter.net. Email me. Wes, we'll get you on No Filter. We'll get you fucking cranking. We'll get your pod going. We'll get you out there. And it's on. Then I'll come on. Thrill come on. Battleborn Mike will come on. Yeah, man.
All I want to say is, keep doing what you guys are doing because I tell you what, there's too many kids who don't understand what it's like to fucking work through things, to get there, to bust their ass, to not stop. And it's a tough thing. Like I deal with it with my own kids. I got a 12-year-old and I got a 3-year-old and they don't understand right now. And I'm trying to work through that. And I'm a really stubborn son of a bitch. So it's like, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep trying. You got to keep working. And that's all there is to it. So keep doing what you're doing.
Well, that's why, believe it or not, Wes, that's why, we don't do it all the time. I'm gonna do it here pretty soon. But we get off in the garage, and we take swings because it's like these kids, the exact age group that you're talking about right there, they need to see this shit. And the let them play guys. Hey, look, when they see a major leaguer who's in the off season and he's still practicing shit, well, maybe I need to practice shit too. And so, I think it's a great thing, and just stay on board with us, brother.
I'll be there, man. I'd love
Hey,
to
so
take some batting practice with you, but that'd never fucking happen. And I was a shitty
no,
baseball
you
player, but
have
I
him on the
love it.
You never know. You
Bro,
never
you have him
know.
on the podcast at least. You can put him in the garage, get him on a tee. I'm
Yeah.
going to give your 3-year-old a pass right now. And
Yeah.
just
No,
say
he's
your
got a few
3-year-old's
years.
got the
He's
fucking
good.
time, man.
Yep.
But the 12-year-old, it's a very impressionable age. It's a hard age.
Yep.
Hard age.
And she's a girl too, so that's really fucking tough.
Bro, trust me, this continues to go. I got 2 daughters, a
Yeah.
son. So it starts getting easier. It starts getting easier. The 12, 13, 14, a little rough though. So
16 ain't no fucking joke, Eric. I'll just tell you that.
thanks,
16-year-old
Wes.
daughter is yeah. It doesn't get that
No.
much easier.
My 16-year-old's there. She's there. My 15-year-old though is she's there too. Hey, Callie, I love you.
Oh.
I like to tell her. I say cover your navel.
I like
It's
it
cold outside.
today.
It's 30 to 35 degrees. Let's cover your navel today, please. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with, man.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? All right, Wes.
Love you
Appreciate you
guys.
coming on. Yeah, eb@nofilter.net. Hit me up.
Got it
Anyone
right
else
there.
out there in the audience? One more thing for you, Wes, for a first
Thank
time.
you,
Ready?
Will.
See ya.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Battleborn.
Hey, look,
Cheers,
hey,
Dave.
that was the first time Wes has been on, man.
That was
Good
great.
dude. That's what we talking about. I mean, Mike's been on 8,000 million times, but when you
Sorry.
get no. What I'm saying is, when you get to good dudes, you're like, that's what the fuck this is about, man.
100%.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this first time we met him, first time we met Mike. I mean, look now, Mike comes to the fucking ranch and shit, and
So cool.
he's at Jared's all the time because he's a fucking good dude. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody in the fucking chat room right there, they're fucking good people. And that's what you and I have created, EB.
Dude, Toto Junto, man, all together. Battleborn Mike, any final words for tonight?
Here, I got a quick one for you, Bernsey. When you were playing in Oakland, I grow up here, A's, Giants. I watched that shit. I'd like to tell Wes, I grew up watching Will Clark too, believe it or not. This might say something different, but I'm watching a game one night with my dad, and I see you hit a chopper, and you fucking take off to first base like a little leaguer, like you should. And I told my dad, I said, I like the way that fucking guy plays baseball. And he goes, no, he's a bum. He hit a chopper. I said, he fucking ran it out. And then my dad started paying attention to Oakland and seeing you fucking lay out and fucking make these scary, badass catches. And he says, son, I was wrong about that guy. I said, that fucking dude plays the game the way it's supposed to fucking be played. And, by that time, I'm out of baseball, but I recognize hustle. And I'm like, they ain't built like that fucking guy no more. That is a throwback. So with that, Bernsey, that's where I became a huge fan of yours. You played the fucking game the right way.
Fucking man, Battleborn, you know what, dude? For that, bro, that's really fucking cool, man.
Hey, that right there.
Right?
That right there is cool because
there's nothing else you could have said to make it any better.
Hey, you infected a fucking generation. Look at it.
Hey, man.
Look at it.
We're still
what I'm talking about.
Generations.
Oh, and by the way,
your
freaking wife just jammed in the chat room too. So you might as well.
Honey. A little late. I know. I'm hungry. I'll be down in 35 seconds.
There, he's going to be down here in a second.
Thrill. Dodgers rolling. Fucking Brewers are done.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a cute
put it this
story,
way.
but see ya.
Put it this way. We got both series going 2-0, going back to the home team. So I don't know. We'll see. And we talked about this a little bit back, but Seattle's the feel good story with the big dumper and 60 homers and everything else, but the Dodgers are on a roll, so we'll see.
I don't know if anyone can beat the Dodgers. They're so fucking good. I
You
can't believe
you
they
say
were
that.
the worst
You
they
say
ever
that. Don't let somebody have a bad day or two.
You're right. It's just all come together at the right time. I think
That's
they're back.
why we play this freaking sport. You never know.
No, you certainly never know. I'm still going to stick with it. Like we'll see what happens. But if it's Seattle and the Dodgers, I think Seattle's going to win. I know it sounds crazy. I just kind of have a feeling that Seattle's here. That said, I think the Dodgers are the best team.
Hey, look,
I said this before the season started.
A lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that comes up, and you like, that is the feel good story, and the feel good story winds up playing out. You never know. So,
all right, this is the last at bat we're gonna watch. Is
who's this? Teoscar?
Yeah, this is fun right here.
Barry base runner. Sorry, I'm out.
Bases loaded, dude. 1-0 count to Teoscar. Ground ball. This is a double play. See? All right.
That's how routine baseball works. When you take a routine double play ground ball and you turn a double play.
That's it. All right, Thrill. Well, next week you gonna be around?
I will be around, and we'll be talking some shit about somebody.
I mean, at that point, are we in the World Series or depending on?
Yeah, we should be.
Pretty damn close.
Good Lord. I mean, everything should end on Sunday, so yeah.
That should be game 1 of the World Series.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my. Game 1 of the World Series, we'll have it on in the background.
Oh, it'd be amazing. I'm gonna just check for the schedule just for fun.
I don't even fucking
Tuesday,
care.
October 15th. You know where I'm gonna be doing the show from?
But
Las Vegas.
So Tuesday, God. Put a fucking quarter in the slots for me, Jack.
Oh, I certainly will do that. This will be game 7, if necessary, Dodgers Brewers, which I don't think will be necessary. So what we'll be looking at is the World fucking Series. Wow.
There you go.
All right, man. Thrill. Have a great week. Fantastic show as always. We'll clip some of this up.
Hell of a show, and it was good celebrating a lot of stuff, especially, having dinner with Dusty Baker, getting caught up and all that. But then, man, everybody chimed in. It was good seeing Wes on the chat room.
That was cool.
Big Mike as usual. And then our cast of characters that we have in the chat room.
Loyal.
It was great. Look forward to seeing y'all next week.
All right, for everyone listening on Apple or Spotify, do us a favor. If you could leave a review, it's fantastic. Honestly, we don't ask much, but a review, 5 stars, if you're feeling generous, it does make a difference. And then, of course, thrill to our potential title sponsor. I'm still working on this for next week. Between now and next week, we're going to have some caffeine pouches we're going to be fucking blowing up in this motherfucker.
Whatever.
Just wait. Grinds are coming at you, man. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of the grind, so I got to get them. So they're coming soon. Title sponsor coming up. All right, Thrill. Have a fantastic week, dude. And everyone else out there, have a great week as well. Stay tuned for the Daily Hustle coming potentially tomorrow, probably Thursday. And we're back with Deuces Wild next Tuesday.
Love y'all.
Yeah!